Christensen, Worldwide Striper Collectors. As promised in the last episode, we are going to be talking about Even the Devil Believes and some of the cool merchandise that have come out with that amazing release. I'm sure you've heard it by now. I'm sure you have it by now. If you don't have one, you probably have multiple copies like most of us do. It's amazing. Reviews have been stellar for it. It has something for everybody. So before we get into that, we're going to talk about this episode's feature shirt. It's the one I have on right now. It's the 1985 World Tour yellow and black attack shirt. Little history on this shirt. This shirt actually came about a couple of years ago. We were talking about some creative things to do for t-shirts, and I brought up, what about releasing some shirts that have never been seen before, but are retro? So the story with that goes is Nice Man Merchandising actually did all the merchandise for Stryper back in the day, all the official merchandise for Stryper, and they would come up with different designs for each tour, each album, and so they would present Robert and the band with a list of 10 shirts or however many they made, and the guys in the band might pick out only three or maybe four for each tour. The other designs were basically just cast aside, thrown in a box. Probably never saw the light of day again until, gosh, 25 years ago when I got a bunch of them from Robert. So this is one of those shirts. It looks a little different, and I will show you what that shirt actually looks like. So you'll see Port Merchandise changed it a little bit. I think they did a great job. They made good choices with the color selection. So this is the actual one-off shirt. There's only one of these made, and the black and white version, this version here, is still available at Port Merchandise. That's Stryper's official store, and all sizes are available. So if you don't have this killer shirt yet, make sure you pick it up. All right, so let's talk about Even the Devil Believes. Before we get into the collectibles, everybody's raving about it, so I'm going to rave about it too. This album has something for everyone. I don't know how Mike does it. He keeps raising the bar every time. I mean, how high can you go? This album is just amazing. If you're into like heavy pounding rockers, there are those on the album, just like A Blood from Above. It just kicks off the whole album and just takes off. If you're into mid-tempo rockers, there's a bunch of those on the album. Some of my favorites are Divider and Make Love Great Again. Man, they're mid-tempo, but they're heavy. They're pounding. You got Robert and Perry just locked in the groove, just pounding on those songs. There's a great ballad on there. This I Pray. Um, I love it. I heard some people they wished there wouldn't be a ballad on there. That's the great thing about Stryper. They are that diverse. They can do an incredible ballad and then they can just rock out. So I say if they can do an awesome ballad, which they do, which Mike can write amazing ballads. He's very melodic. More power to him, man. I love This I Pray. So there's retro songs. I covered that in the last episode. Invitation Only. I've waited 30 years to hear that song. It did not disappoint. Michael took this gem from 30 years ago and made it modern, but still kept it retro. How does he do it? I mean, it just blows my mind. It did not disappoint, and I hope Mike continues to do little things like that for us fans. There's so many other songs I know that he could blow the dust off of. I know one that a lot of fans talk about is Rock Man, but boy, that's my favorite song on the album, which is hard because I love the whole album. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite one. And then I want to talk about Do Unto Others. I love that song. I loved it for months before I ever saw the video. Then the video comes out and it moved me. It just I can't hear that song now without thinking of the video. And that's a great video when that happens to you. It's a message that the world needs to hear. I think a lot of people forgot the golden rule, and this song just hits that home, and the video does the same thing. So 10 out of 10 for me. I love this album, and Frontiers did an amazing job again with the merchandise and the vinyl. So we'll go over the vinyl real quick. The cover Again, all the covers since they've been on Frontiers have been amazing. This is my favorite Frontiers cover. Another little trivia for you. If you see all the different things on the cover, I'm sure you've studied it and want to know the inspiration for some of these, where they came from. You can thank Lisa Sweet. She had some amazing ideas and input into this cover. And I'm telling you, between the guys just in overdrive with the music and the Stryper management team and all the pieces are gelling in a way that they never have before. It's an amazing day to be a Stryper fan. So this is the black vinyl release. Looks incredible, nice and sturdy. I love the label, the orange yellow look. At some point, Stryper has the yellow and black look, and I'm happy to see that Frontiers is still kind of making from one album to another. They're really making the labels look different, so I appreciate that. So that's the traditional black vinyl. Then with the black vinyl, they also had the yellow vinyl, and this sold out very, very quick. Looks incredible. Probably my favorite one. Again, these were only limited to 500 between the Port Merchandise store, which is Stryper's official store, and Frontiers US store, which is Bandware, and then the Frontiers Overseas store. So only 500 of them pressed, distributed between the three. So not too long after those went for sale, they announced that they were making two other colored vinyl. The first one was the red vinyl, and I think this turned out really, really sharp. If you ever are going to be framing the amazing cover, this would be the vinyl to put next to it. I think it pops all by itself, but then when you put it right next to the cover, it pops all the more. And I might actually be doing that. So they hit it out of the park with that color. The last one is probably the only one I can say anything remotely disappointing about. It's the purple color, and I don't know what it looks like to you right now, but it looks pretty much almost black. I can right now, I look at it, I can see it's a very dark purple, but a lot of people, in most lighting, it looks black. When you hold it up to the light, you can kind of see through it, and then it almost takes like a purplish blue color. I wish this would have looked a little more like the images were online when they were selling it, which is more of a lighter purple, just so you can see the color. Um, still a great, still a great collectible. Again, only 500 made. That's really the only small thing criticism I can say. Everything else, from the music to the collectibles to the artwork, have been amazing. It's a great, I keep saying it. It's a great day to be a Stryper fan, right? One other thing I want to talk about before I close it out, something I've been wanting for some time, a slip mat. So for us vinyl collectors, they know what this is. You basically put this on your turntable. It's a soft cushion slip mat. As a Stryper fan and a vinyl nut, it's so cool to finally have a Stryper slip mat. So not only is this shirt still available at Port Merchandise, the slip mat is also still available. So if you don't have this, make sure you get it. Boy, the colors really pop on the slip mat. I mean, it looks incredible. They just did phenomenal, pretty much across the board. So, let me know in the comments what you think. Again, things you want to see, what you thought of this episode. Brett Christensen from Worldwide Stryper Collectors. Even the Devil Believes, amazing. 10 out of 10. Hope you love it as much as I do, and we will talk soon.